So putting this together has been a little more challenging than I thought. Not because of the assembly, but because of how delicate this particle wood is, which is just sawdust and glue. And for a structure this large, by the way, I bought the larger one, the largest ones they sold. I kept having parts getting strained while I was trying to put it together. And I straight up snapped this in half while just trying to flip the ring over on the floor. These little pieces here, they should really be made of something else. Real wood or plastic. I have a 3D printer, so I'm going to remake them out of PETG plastic. It's a very simple design, so I'm going to replace all of them, even though this is the only one that broke. The instructions showed it basically installed these last. I think that's a bad idea. I installed them first, made each ring, and then somebody's getting impatient. The other problem, I did see already had some chipping, and I was trying to be so careful. Like, I cleaned out this very large space and made sure I had room to make everything, but I've already had some problems. So one other issue, well, a few, okay. So when I put this piece in, I missed the yellow hole by like 1 millimeter. So it was slightly off to the side. And what happened was, it came in, it cracked and ripped up the wood. And even after, pulling it out, trying to insert it back in, then it kept just constantly going in wrong. The problem is that the wood is so soft that I could not tell that I had not went in the drilled hole because it's so soft. I couldn't tell I'd missed it until the problem came out. And then I couldn't get this to get in here properly because now it had this like buckle in it. This was my solution. Basically, I had to get a big ass clamp. I already had one, and I used 2 pieces of wood to compress it back in, get it back in there. And then, of course, now it's stripped out, so I added some Gorilla Hot Glue. We'll see. I don't want to drill any more holes in it. The wood is so weak. Normally, I would just drill a new hole, but oh my god, no, I don't think I can do that. And I can't put I don't think I could put a brace down here. These braces here, if I made a really small one, but the other little like guide wheels hit this part here, so I would have very limited space, and it would still require drilling holes in it. It's questionable. The other thing was, after I pretty much got it assembled and put together, I noticed it wasn't rolling very evenly, it was hitting a bunch of things, and part of that was this problem, but it was in a number of places, and I realized that there was little gaps in a few spots. So if you see any gaps, it's not going to roll evenly because it's not, it's all put together proper. And there's a very small tolerance here. So I had to go back through, loosen a few screws, get them to fully go in right. So if you're having problems with it wobbling a lot and just not turning very evenly, inspect all of these and make sure there's no gaps. So if there's a gap, it's not going to roll. This one's maybe I went too big. My original plan was to put it right here in front of the fireplace. It's my TV. I think it's actually going to, I don't know, it's going to come right up to the bottom of the TV. It's really the only good space I have to put it. So I've got 2 cats. One's really big. He's not a Maine Coon, but he's like 18 pounds. He's a big old dark Siamese cat. He's the one who needs to lose weight, so I'm getting ready to put the carpet on. I don't expect that to cause any problems. I did notice with the wheels on the bottom, the wheels aren't bad or anything. I think they have bearings in them, although there's like a plastic covering. But I'm pretty sure there's a bearing in there. But I tried to add some oil, but because of the covering, I don't think it's getting to the bearing. They don't spin freely. And this wheel is so heavy, and even moving it with my hands, I don't know if the cats are going to be able to roll it, to be quite honest. What will make this roll easier is if I use like inline skate wheels, which are bigger. A bigger diameter with less contact will make this roll better. I have some woodworking skills and a 3D printer. I might just completely redesign the base. And that's kind of frustrating because by the time I put, the materials in, I actually happen to have some wheels already I can use. They came off a pair of my niece's skates. She upgraded and she never used the original one, so I have a set. I think I have 6 of them. So I can use those. Most people don't have skate wheels laying around and they're kind of expensive. They don't have woodworking skills. They don't have the tools. So maybe this wheel, because it's the big one, is just I don't know, maybe a medium-sized dog could roll it, but I don't think my cat's going to be able to roll it how it is. We'll see, but I don't think so. So keep that in mind if you're thinking the really big one. Even though it's particle wood, it's incredibly heavy. And otherwise, when I first got it out of the packaging, I thought, oh, this doesn't look too bad. I don't see any damage on any pieces, but I've already got damage. I mean, okay, this happened right now, just now, from that whacking it. That's it. That's all that happened. And look, the front's already off. This is basically paper. Yeah, I thought about buying the plastic one, but it was like $80 more. But now I'm like, I should have bought the plastic one. Or 3D printed one, which was almost the same cost after all materials. But also the wood pattern is, there is a pattern here. I couldn't really see it in the Amazon photos. All the pieces seem to be here. I didn't see anything missing. It came with a little screwdriver, although I used my drill. I just turned the torque down really low. It seems to be fine. I didn't really follow the instructions too much, aside from it telling me which screws to use. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed because it's already damaged, and I had to do this whole thing over here. If the wood wasn't this soft, that wouldn't have happened. And I'm disappointed by just how difficult this is. On the positive side, it does kind of feel like rolling it from the Wheel of Fortune, which is kind of fun. Okay, video's long. I hope this information helps people.